Welcome to the program. My name is Matthew Leffler. I am your guest host for this very important episode of Standing Out. 200 episodes. I know you're thinking, Matt, where's Trey? We'll get to Trey in a little bit. For right now, it's my turn to say, welcome to the 200th episode. I stand on the shoulders of giants. Last episode, we had a lot of great things, and we have even more stuff today. I am excited that you are here. I'm excited that you're joining us, and I'm excited to talk with Trey about what it means to make 200 episodes of a reoccurring series Standing Out. I can't wait to have you join us for this entire episode. Lots of surprises and a lot of great things coming your way as well. For example, free things. Oh, free things. Now, I hope I have your attention. There will be giveaways, there will be quizzes, there will be answers, and hopefully, more than anything, it will be entertaining. And we also will have people stopping by from time to time, random guests who will be able to talk with us about whatever it is we're going to talk about. But as we get ready, let me go right now to our very, very special guest, who's not actually me because I am the host. The very special guest, my good friend, Trey Griggs. Let's get him on. And I think someone's going to play some music. Is that what happens? Oh, he's already here. Hey, Trey, how are you?
Well, as we talked about, we're winging it today, and we typically have a countdown timer that we run, but we didn't run it today. It's usually kind of after the cold open, but that's all right. So we're going to have a little bit of fun today. We're going to run the timer because everybody's expecting this, and then we're going to play the music that we talked about. So here we go, everybody.
We're back. Now, you know him already, I suspect, because you're here. Otherwise, where would you come to find Trey Griggs? But if you don't know Trey, you will soon enough, as he will be joining us right now.
And that's how it's supposed to go right there. What's up, my friend? How are you doing?
It is good to see you. How are you?
I am doing great. I got some new walkout music today, something a little fun, give the people what they want. And it is going to be a fun show. And I'm so thankful that you are guest hosting for us. So excited to have you on the program today. Couldn't think of a better person to hang out with today and to lead the show. So glad that you were here, my friend. Thank you so much. It is, it's crazy. 200 episodes. It's wild.
That's a lot of episodes. When did you start? When did this begin?
We started the 1st of March. Yeah.
Why?
March.
Why did you do it?
Why? I just wanted to be crazy. I just wanted to spend time just having a good time. Actually, the reason for the show, it was a couple of things. First of all, we'd started Beta Consulting Group, and I wanted to start to build the brand and get that out there. But more importantly, I wanted to provide something in this stressful, crazy industry that we have that would entertain, educate, and inspire, and really help people out in the industry, to highlight some of the executives and CEOs and tell some great stories and provide people with some education on sales, marketing, and leadership. So it was just all about, hey, let's just do it. Let's go live. Let's go every day. Let's be consistent. And it's been quite the ride. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you've been doing live shows for a while. You have Word on the Street was a weekly program, and then you said, okay, let's do a daily thing. What was the mental mindset like to get ready for doing something daily?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think it was just me just saying I'm going to do it, and just taking the first step. And I didn't know how consistent I would be, except that I just knew I was going to try to do it every day and be consistent. And that meant I had to change my travel plans. It means I had to, obviously have the guests scheduled way in advance. So in case anything happened, I could, fill them in with someone else like you. You're always willing to jump on the show. But it was really just a commitment that I made that I was going to do it every day. And it was a blast.
Now, what I love about this opportunity today is you actually given me abilities to kick people off, bring people in, and you have no way to stop me, which is really, really important.
Right.
I need that freedom. So, let me just take a minute, Trey. I gotta tell you to take a hike. Don't go anywhere. Let me bring someone in. Okay. Does that sound good?
Go for it.
He's got to go. He's got to go, folks. We're here. This is a reality TV show. This is happening in real life. There's someone in the stream who I deeply admire. And I'm going to bring in my good buddy, who I haven't really met in person, but we've talked virtually. Jason, how are you doing?
Yo, let's go. 200, right?
200 episodes. Can you believe it?
I've only been watching for maybe 100 or so I didn't get to see the evolution of the first 100. But man, it's been a fun ride. I try to catch it daily if I can.
Now you are, tell people, what do you do? What's your background, Jason?
I sell stuff. I sell freight. I sell t-shirts. I sell myself in a positive and not streetwalker kind of way. No, I'm a brand. I what do I do? I consume content.
There you go.
I am fascinated with content. I'll wake up in the middle of a dream at 2 a.m. and roll over and there's my phone and somebody's posting some cool stuff. And like, I keep a notepad next to my bed. So a lot of my content and creativity come from just the ADD, yeah.
It's what I love about like what Trey has been putting together over the last couple of years and with standing out over the last few months, getting to 200 episodes, is that celebration of content creation and the idea of getting yourself out there in front of people, talking about things you're passionate about. And it seems like that has been this kind of light for other people to start making things. So you have been much more vociferous in what you're producing. Has stuff that Trey's done, has that kind of inspired you to keep moving and creating more stuff?
Honestly, he's the reason. He's actually the sole reason. The 15 minutes I spent with him when we met in person a few months back, I kind of rekindled his why and why he chose the podcast, and just kind of facing that fear of public speaking. And now he's a keynote speaker and he runs a podcast, and just kind of vibrating with him for a minute in my fear of the public video content. I could type all day long. I can write emails all day long. You catch me on the phone, I'll talk your ear off. But the video part kind of freaked me out a little bit. And so when we were talking, I was like, let's just do this. And within 2 weeks of meeting with him, I had jumped on a couple podcasts. And
that's awesome. Well,
I talk shop all day long. Why not talk in person with people? And, you get the real deal. It's not the keyboard warrior. It's the authenticity.
Well, there's the improv element of it. And you have to speak candidly and from the heart. Let me bring Trey back in here, because I think he would love to talk more about like how he has helped inspire you to do this kind of content creation.
Well, first of all, Jason, man, thank you so much. You've become a dear friend, and I'm super excited for the content that you're putting out. Man, I'll tell you, like, you've come out of the gate strong, and I love it, man. I'm excited. You've been on podcasts. You're selling the swag now. You're giving to charity. You're putting yourself out there. Like, I feel like a proud papa in many ways, man. I know that may sound weird, but I'm super excited for you, man.
You were the matchstick, brother. The flame was always there. It just needed a light. So I'm actually going to start my own podcast in January because of the two of you guys and Gunner. Fantastic. We're going to call it Talking Ship. And we're going to talk some ship with some guys. And we're just going to, everything logistics is great. And the branding element to it is phenomenal. You get to market yourself. And let's face it, like, this is the best way to feel comfortable making cold calls. Right? Like, if you think about it, this is cold call training.
Yourself.
100%, because there's no coming back from this. And something that a good friend of mine had done forever, Brian Lundberg, he was a sales rep at Allen Lund. He would record all of his phone calls and he'd go back and listen to them. And he would take notes on things he could do better, things he thought he did well. And that's just the audio. The visual is where it's at. And my background was knocking on doors. I was like, "Hi, Miss Jones, I'm here to sell you some magazines." And like, the rejection face to face, that's real.
I've been thrown out of some very nice places over the course of
I've seen some stuff out there on the road, and you forget how fun that was. But where the growth comes is that uncomfortableness. Everybody's gonna say no. You just need a couple people to say yes, few people to say maybe, and then the maybe is where the fun stuff. Like, I don't want to knock on your door and you just write me a check because you want me to go away. Like, I want you to make me earn it and work for it. Yeah. And that's where the real fun comes for me, is say no to me as many times as you want. I'm going to knock on your door every single day until you're like, you know what? You're persistent. What are you about? And then I get to tell you, and then I have to show you. That's the part, is you could talk the talk, but if you don't produce the results after you get the let's try it out, then you're kind of fugazi,
I use a phrase like sales sells the first thing. It's service sells everything else. So if you 100%. Have a bad experience that first time, you're done. That's it. You can't do it. But if you can execute, then you can turn that to that flywheel of success, keeping things moving. That was just phenomenal.
My number one selling shirt right now is service is my best salesman.
That's
And
right. There you go. Word of mouth.
I'm telling you, I was just on LinkedIn. I saw somebody say that phrase, Papa Freight over there. And I thought, that's nuts. It can't be that simple. And I literally made that shirt. I put it in some comments, sold like 40 of them in 2 days. And I'm just like, oh, it can't be that easy. But really, service is everything. It's everything.
That's a great statement. I always say customers will sell your product better than you ever will. Same time.
Definitely.
So,
yep.
Hey, listen, Matt, we got some giveaways, man.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we got some giveaways. We got to start the giveaways, man.
I have no idea how that works. We have giveaways, folks.
Free stuff. Like, I'm here for the free stuff. Let's go.
Before we get to the giveaways, I'll just say, standing out has been as kind of a fulcrum for so many of this in the logistics space and the content creator space. And I think that's really interesting to note because supply chain is all of the things. That's nothing you can't opt out of. It is everything. And what you've been able to put together over the course of this program, Trey, is bringing in not just thought leaders from businesses, technologists, and people in freight, but also content creators and encouraging more people to do this. Because this stuff, it starts off, it looks really hard. Like, oh, I'm going to go on TV or make videos, whatever. But once you get going, you just keep moving, right, Jason?
You have to, no more faking it till you make it. Like that used to be my phrase forever. You cannot fake this anymore because the internet will put you on blast the minute you're wrong. So you better be about your business because I'm quick to call some nonsense out there in the industry that harms my reputation just as a extension of what I do. I'm a freight broker. The minute you hear freight broker, you go, oh no. Okay. And it's like, I have to work 10 times harder. And so because I'm shouting from the rooftops, the minute I'm wrong, some haters waiting in the wings to be like, hey, remember when you said this? So authenticity is so important. And I think that the video creation, it concretes it. It puts it in writing. It's forever. And then people can go back and refer to, hey, remember that one time 4 years ago when you said these words? You have to now eat those words. And so for me, the winging it part is hard because I could just spit off the dome all day long. And sometimes I'm like, ooh, that one's going to bite me. I hope they're not paying attention to that one. But, in the ever-flowing market that we live in that is freight brokerage, it's no 2 days are the same. So,
well, now we have some other, we have our first giveaway coming up here. So Jason, I have to get you out of here. You have to go. Don't go too far. It's good to see you.
Bill is my homeboy. I just need you all to know that. I'm rocking my AA swag today. Bill W is my homeboy. For all you that know, you know.
I love it. Lowboy Industries, folks.
Lowboy swag right there.
I love you working with your son, man. That's phenomenal. Gray Sharky, we love Gray Sharky.
Right.
All right.
So proud of you, buddy.
See you, Jason. Good talking to you, man. He's gone. All right, Trey. Do we bring in the next guest or do we go ahead and do the first of these giveaways?
Let's do the first giveaway. So those that are in the comments, listen, this is how it's going to work. We're going to put a question up about standing out or about myself or about our company or something like that. And the first person to write the correct answer in the comments will get a free piece of our standing out line swag on our store, like a water bottle or a coffee mug or a t-shirt, whatever they want, they get to pick, but they've got to be the first one to type it in there. So get your fingers ready and hit enter really quick. Let's go ahead and roll with the first question.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and read it. We'll put it up on the screen. All right,
here we go, folks. The giveaway question number 1, it's multiple choice. Who was the guest host for episode 100? Was it Charlie Safro, Brent Orsuga, Coleman Ruffin, Jennifer Carpus Romaine? Get your locked-in answers now.
See what it is. That's for those that have been watching for a while, they're probably going to know that. So we'll see who gets the answer correctly, and we'll have a good time with that. So that'll be a lot of fun. I think that we should, talk a little bit about the state of, sales and marketing in transportation.
What's changing in sales and marketing right now? What has evolved over the last couple of years?
I'll tell you, like the influx of companies that are helping their teams build personal brands and get the network effect of their entire team are absolutely taking over. I mean, I think Freightvana is everywhere. They're doing a phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
I'm always seeing something from Lars or from Josh or from just anybody over there, Ricky and everybody. I think that that's a big part of it is companies who are embracing helping their team build a personal brand are going to win because this is free. Like this is some of the best content to get your culture out there, to get your service out there, to talk about success stories, to tell your customer success stories is by helping your team members who are in the trenches, working with the customers, being a part of that, helping to build the brand. I'm excited to see more of that in 2023.
What I love about the Freightvana folks, I'm saying with you, the personal brands are super valuable for telling the story of the business, telling the story of the people that make up the company. What really sets apart Freightvana are those trailers. Oh my goodness. Every single time I see a trailer posted by them, I am liking that. I love those 53-foot boxes with swing doors. They're phenomenal. They're absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I can't wait to see one of those. I just told the guys when I see one in my area, take a picture. I can't wait to be a part of that. The Friends of Freightvana campaign they have going on, and seeing them on the road. So I think that's really great. Okay, let's bring in one of the other the people that have dropped by today, some former guests who are dropping by today, and then we'll talk about the answer here in just a minute.
I am so excited to have Hunter Yaw from what is it? How you doing, Hunter? How you been, man?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm not gonna lie, the shirt almost skin color. It almost looks like you don't have a shirt on. There you go.
I'm sorry. There we go. Let me pull that color right
there. It is. And
there we go.
I'm a little colorblind, so that's kind of the way that works. So, what's up, buddy?
This is a PG webcast. I'm fully clothed. I swear, we're all good.
I love that, Hunter. If you haven't met Matthew, meet Hunter. In case
I love Hunter.
Good deal.
And I am dying to ask Matt how it's going, because I don't know if you know this, but I am the father of twins, and so I have a rough sense. I have ours are a year and a half, so I'm just on the other side of the journey that you're just entering.
Yeah, I didn't remember. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be. We're at almost a little bit past 3 weeks after they've been born. It has been, I would say, a labor of love, but just really focus on the labor part. Really substantial labor. Every couple hours, I wake up and we keep going. How are you doing with them? How do they get easier? Please tell me they do.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. I would say that's the good news. The bad news is the when. Is the 1 year mark. I'm telling you, man, that's when. And a few other twin parents told us, they're like, with one baby, 6 months, and life starts to get a little bit easier. With twins, the mark is a year, but then after years, they start to like play with each other, and they start walking and running and hanging out, and like it's awesome.
That's
so
phenomenal.
The best is yet to come.
Grace Sharkey's a twin too. This is crazy.
Oh, I know.
Grace is a twin. Grace is a twin.
That's right.
That's amazing.
Matthew, I think we have a winner for the first question of who the guest was. The correct answer, everybody, and it took a while. The correct answer is Charlie Safro. She hosted the 100th episode. You knew that. And the winner is our good friend Jennifer Carpus Romaine, who I think we should probably just bring her in. I mean, she's here.
She's done. Right there, we got it. There we go.
Jennifer Carpus Romaine.
Hello.
What's up? How are you?
Coming live to you from the Jacksonport Airport. Jacksonville Airport.
Love that.
Wanted to make sure to stop by for 200.
Well, congratulations. You won a piece of swag.
Oh, great. And as I came into backstage, Matthew was saying my name because he was reading the question. And I'm like, what?
You're one of the choices, so I'm glad you
was.
I know. You had an easier time answering than everybody else. You removed yours, and it was 33% chance of getting it right.
The answer I watch even when I'm not on, so I knew the answer was Charlie anyway. But happy to be a part of the show and part of this one.
Thank you so much, my friend. So good to have you here. Do you know Hunter at Log Rock? Hunter, do you know Jennifer at Transportation Marketing and Sales Association?
I don't, but nice to meet you.
Log Rock has got to be a part of the TMSA, my friend.
I'll pitch Log Rock briefly. This is one of the most interesting compliance tools I have ever seen when it comes to the safety and quality of machines and technicians and drivers. Phenomenal business. So absolutely, that's a conversation you guys should definitely have.
We don't usually hear interesting and compliance in the same sentence, so we appreciate that, Matt.
I'm a lawyer. I love.
Oh, there we go. I forget. I love it when I meet with Matt or when we're talking with anyone from the insurance space, because they're the only folks that can go toe to toe with us on doing the least sexy things in the world. But yeah, this is
okay. So before we go to question 2, I have something to say to both of you. All right. So Hunter, you and I met through a friend and got the chance to get to know each other. You came on the show, and I got to tell you, I was so impressed with you during our episode. The way that you carried yourself and the way that you pitched your product or talked about your product and the problems that you're solving, and just the friendship that we have garnered since that time. And I'm so thankful for you. So appreciate you being a part of it. I am super stoked about Log Rock. In fact, I'm going to tell you this. I was at the Women in Trucking Conference. I was hosting a panel on safety, and I talked about Log Rock during that hour because I love what you guys are doing. Matthew, I couldn't agree more with him and in terms of what you said Hunter's doing. So Hunter, thank you for being a part. Really appreciate your support, man. Super awesome. And Jennifer, to you, my friend, listen, we started at the TMSA show. You gave me the crazy chance to host, to be the MC of the event, which was awesome. And it's spurred a relationship and a friendship as well. It's been great. I love working with you, and I'm so appreciative that you support what we do. And you are now a member of the Street Crew on Fridays. You are a part of the Word on the Street. Every Friday, we have a great time. We got a great show tomorrow at noon. So it's going to be awesome. But thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me.
Thank you. I love being part of the Street Crew. It's fun.
It is.
We have question number 2, giveaway number 2. So I'm going to kick both of you out of here. I'm so sorry. Hunter,
it's okay. I got to go catch a flight. So.
All right, Jennifer, you're going.
200. 200.
Let's go.
Take care, Hunter. Good seeing you, my friend. All right.
All right. Folks. Question number 2. We got question number 2. All right. Yes. What is it? Let's throw it up on the screen, everybody. All right. Yeah. Matthew, you read it. You're the host. Go ahead.
Giveaway question 2. It's multiple choice. How many of the past 100 episodes did Trey shoot on location?
I tend to travel a little bit. That's
was
true.
Was it 4, 12, 21, or 29?
29. All right. Who's going to be first? We got another giveaway. Let's see who can do that.
As they start thinking that, I see a guest that I have to bring in. I have to bring in. Abby.
Let's go. Let's go. Abby, what's up?
Hello, guys. Thanks for having me.
So good to see you again. Thank you, by the way, for the support. You came on this show. Loved having you on this show. Wonderful episode. And I love what you guys are doing. Like, tell everybody a little about what you're doing. People might not know. They should know, but they might not know.
Okay. Yeah. So I work for Sage Freight. Sorry, I'm on vacation, so I'm about to head down to the beach. So I look a little.
Did you have a vacation last year? What has happened? This is Freight. What are you doing? Taking a vacation during peak season?
Barely a vacation. It's 2 days. Florida, but,
that's the Freight kind of vacation right there.
I had a customer this morning already, so you know how that goes. So Sage Freight, we are a asset and broker. We just acquired a asset company, so we're in the works for another one, and then another.
Get those trailers, Abby.
Yeah, in Q1 we should have 100 tractors and probably around 200 trailers. So things are really exciting right now. We have an office in Pakistan that does a lot of our back work, and they're integral to our success and our growth. But we just signed a new lease for 22,000 square feet there. So you can just imagine the type of growth in that office we're seeing. And then I'm actually moving to Chicago to start a Chicago office as well. So
okay, I have to pause you for a second. Are we going to see in 2023 the transportation prom come to fruition? If you're in Chicago, Matt's in Chicago, Charlie's Chapel, we can do this. We can make this happen.
So, Paul from Freight Caviar said the same thing to me, because I think he wants to get together in January. So I think we all need to work
the winter
together.
formal.
Yes, I think it'd be so fun. I don't know.
Invite only? Oh, absolutely. I think that sounds phenomenal.
Invite only. Okay. All right. We have to I think might have a winner. We'll see. We do have a right answer. I saw the right answer, right? And the correct answer for giveaway number 2 of how many times did I shoot remotely? Out of 100 episodes, I was out of the office 29 of them, which was hauling a lot of lights and podcast equipment to a lot of places and green screens and all kinds of fun stuff. It gets a little bit wild. Now, I can't see who the winner was because they have a private setting on LinkedIn. So it just says LinkedIn user. So we're going to have to try to figure out who that was. If they could put their name into the notes real quick, into the comments, that will let us know. And Graham Gonzalez, you are right. Sage is blowing up. And I think Abby has a lot to do with that. She's a big part of it. She's a big part of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Graham's awesome. He's going to be on Word on the Street in 2 Fridays. Can't wait for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So Abby, why did you come on the show? What was your motivation to say, yeah, I'll do that?
Originally or today?
No. Well, both. Let's go.
Because I think, well, first off, you're great. I love the way you communicate with your guests and the community that you've established. And I just love having this little LinkedIn family, and I just want to meet new people. I want to get, obviously Sage's name out there as well. But I've created so many great friendships from just LinkedIn, putting myself out there, and it's fun for me.
You're doing a great job. And I'll tell you, the opportunities and the friendships and the experiences and the memories that have come from building a network, I recommend it for everybody to do something to build your network because it's absolutely tremendous. I know that without this show and without LinkedIn and without some of the things that you and I both do, we probably never would have connected. It would have been really difficult.
No.
And so because of that, now we have a friendship, and I'm loving what Sage Freight is doing and understanding the backstory behind all that and all the nuances, and it's just awesome. And so I'm very thankful for you and thankful that you said yes to come on the show. So thank you for your support. Really appreciate that. So okay, we figured out who the giveaway winner was. It was Erica Rice, who was on the show on Monday.
There you
She's
go.
awesome.
I love Erica.
So so Erica was the winner. So she gets some free swag. So Erica, we'll get that out to you. We'll be sure to get your address and send it out to you, which I appreciate. Erica's been a big supporter of the show as well. She's been on twice, and she's helped me with some swag evaluations. Oh, we got a clap. Did you put the clap there?
We have to. Abby's got a vacation to get to, so we're gonna have to get rid of Abby. I love having her on.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. So
Thank
good to see
you,
you.
guys.
That's awesome.
Take
Oh
care.
my goodness.
All right,
You
Trey,
know what?
I have a question for you, Trey. Okay, so you've
Yeah.
done live shows with actual audiences before. Tell me what is that like? Because I've never done anything like that.
Yeah, so that was actually pretty interesting. So, I love doing shows remotely in offices, at trade shows or whatnot, but I had the opportunity from CSCMP and Brad Reinhardt in particular, Rock Farm Supply Chain right here in St. Louis, who reached out and said, "Hey, we're having this roundtable event. Would you want to do a live show from the event and bring in a guest?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'd love to do that." And so thankful to them, they had the chance to do that. And we had the opportunity to go down to the Worldwide Technology Raceway here in St. Louis. And my good friend Adam James from CH Robinson, who spent over 2 decades at CH Robinson and many different departments there. He's currently leading the surface transportation for North America. Had him in there, and it was interesting because it was almost like a talk show, like the Tonight Show, where you have the camera you need to focus on, but you also have the audience you need to focus on as well, and make sure you're engaging both of those. And what's funny about that is that at one point, Matt, I said right before that, like a month before that, I said, I really want to be the Jimmy Fallon of transportation, sing a few songs, do some dances, have some guests on, have a lot of fun, create some good content. And then this opportunity came to be. So I really believe speaking things into existence, it actually happens more times than we know.
Are you looking to do more of those in-person ones? That sounds really interesting.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm in the works with a couple of conferences out there that are thinking about doing an episode up on stage, which is going to be a lot of fun. And eventually, who knows, maybe we'll have a studio and have people coming in. I mean, who knows how big this thing can get, but maybe I'll get my own band. Who knows? But we're going to cast the vision and see if someday we can get there. It'd be a lot of fun. But that was just a great experience. It was a good time.
What got you to start wanting to celebrate like national days? That's what an ongoing theme of your programs has been, to take a day and say, this is the national day for X or Y. What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, I think because some of the national days are crazy and silly. And so we thought, this could kind of be fun to see what a national day is, because we know the big ones. We know Thanksgiving and Veterans Day and, Election Day and those types of things. But we don't always know some of these silly or more goofy ones. In fact, we do have a national day today, which we should we should go ahead and celebrate that. Do you know what today's national day is?
I have no idea.
All right. So today's national day, let's see if we can get it up on the screen here. It is, where is it? Let's put it up there.
I have
today's national day. It is National Crossword Solvers Day. I mean, who's coming up with this, right?
I celebrate National Crossword Not Solvers because I've never really been able to finish one at that level.
Have you ever completed a New York Times crossword puzzle?
No, I don't even
I
don't get newspapers or anything like that. Yeah, that's fair.
Let me tell you a quick story. So shout out to my calculus teacher in college, Truett Mathis, Professor Mathis. He completed the New York Times crossword every day before classes started. Like, it was impressive. Like, I didn't know how impressive it was until later in life when I tried to start doing it myself. And I went, dang, how did he get this every day? Like, I mean, it was impressive. So to those crossword puzzle solvers out there, or the crossword puzzle attempters, whoever you are, it is National Crossword Solvers Day. Enjoy. Pick up a crossword puzzle today. You can find them online. There's a lot of them online. So
absolutely. My wife does Sudoku. That's not the same, but it's something
fun. It's different.
Puzzles.
It's more the mathematical version of a crossword puzzle, which I enjoy that as well. But anyways, Matthew, it just came to like, hey, we wanted to have fun. We wanted to add a little fun element, and some of these days are absolutely ridiculous. And so
it's a differentiator, man. Well, now we have our next giveaway number 3.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. Can you put the question on the board here?
Okay, so it's along the same lines as the last one. The question is, how many different states have I shot an episode of Standing Out in these last 100? Well, the last 100 episodes, how many different states was I in?
And this again,
That's the
folks,
question.
is multiple choice. There are giveaways, things that are free for you. The answers we have so far: 6, 7, 9, or 11. 6,
6,
7.
7, 9, or 11. We're sticking with odd numbers and a couple of prime numbers in there. Oh no, there wasn't even. 6 is even. Sorry.
That's
I used to be.
They're good
I used to
numbers.
teach
They're
math.
really good numbers.
They're decent numbers. So 6, 7, 9, or 11. Who's going to be first? How many states have I had an episode of standing out in? We'll see what kind of answers we get on that. Yeah. So good stuff. Good
So,
stuff.
are you excited for the next 200? Do you think of it that way? Because you're taking some time off now, right? You're gonna get ready for the next big
We
thing.
are, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. We're going to come up with
Oh.
those in just a little bit. Actually, I'll tell you what I'd like to talk about if you don't mind. I
Of
would
course.
like to talk about how we make this run so smoothly. And I can say that because it's not me. It's not me. I've had a lot of guests who have been very complimentary, who have said, wow, this is so professional, not only the show itself, but leading up to it, the emails that we send, the notifications, the communication, those types of things. And I have to say this, it's like anything else. I have incredible people on my team that have helped make it happen, from David and Morgan and Ruth. And in the last 100, especially last 50, we put Ruth in charge. She's our director of podcasting, and she is phenomenal. The whole team's great, but she does a phenomenal job. She's so good with the guests. She's organized. She gets things done. And during the show, as people might know, we're using StreamYard. It's a great tool. Matt, you use this tool for yours.
right.
And it's good enough that while you're doing the show, you could actually do all the production yourself. But it's really nice when you don't have to do all the production yourself. And that's what I've been able to benefit or be blessed from is, Ruth, who has just done a great job with running all the things, putting the banners up, putting all the things on. It usually messes up when I get involved. When I start clicking buttons, that's when Ruth's like, stop clicking buttons.
We're only as good as our team, right? And when you build the right team, there's not much you can't accomplish, which is wonderful. You got such talented people working together for you. Oh, Trey's gone. That's interesting. All right. We're still improving. Well, he'll be back here in a moment. Oh, there he is.
Me hitting buttons again. This is the problem.
This is Gunnar Miller all over again.
Very, very timely. Okay. All right. So I think we have a winner here on how many states I've done an episode from in the last 100 shows. And the correct answer is it's 9. 9 different states. 9 different states. And don't make me try to list them all off. I had to do it. It was hard enough to figure out the winner. It's Grace Sharkey. She gets the win. Grace, I'm going to send you some swag. Congratulations. That's so awesome. There were several people that got it right, it looked like, in the comments, but Grace was first. And so that's what we care about.
And Grace, this is for you. Go green. Go green. Well done.
That's right. Go green. That's right. Go green. Yeah. So, no, I mean, the show just doesn't happen without the team. And we have just a tremendous team. And they've made this very enjoyable for me to just have a great conversation with the guests. And so
now we're getting into the origin stories of Trey Griggs, right? You live in St. Louis, but that's not where you're from, is it?
That's not where I'm from. And we'll just do this. This is going to be our next question on the giveaway. No, I'm not from St. Louis originally. So we're going to see if anybody maybe knows my backstory or has gotten to know me a little bit. So where do you think I'm from? And we have options.
Yeah, we have Kansas City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Des Moines, Iowa, or Peoria, Illinois.
I'm a Midwest boy. I will say that. I'm a Midwest boy. And so those who know me know that. So let's see who can figure out where I'm from originally first, and we'll give away some more swag, which will be fun. I'm excited to see what we give away. It's going to be a blast. So
absolutely. So people, take your time. We're if you have time, stop on down. We'd love to talk with you. So as you've been making these productions over the course of the last few months, are you looking forward to next year? Is there really? I know we talked about, we're going to get to that in a little bit, but what is the?
I am.
Do you have the any like trepidation for getting more content out there, or do you think that?
No, I think that we need more of this, and not just for me. We need more of this from other people. I mean, we're gonna make a few changes, which we'll talk about towards the end of the show. Sam says I look like a Peoria guy. Peoria's a good town. I love it. It's a great place.
It is a very good town.
Yeah, it's a great place. But anyway, so we're going to have a good time next year, but we're going to change some things up a little bit. But I really believe we need more, content. We need more people to share their thoughts, their expertise, create environments to have these types of conversations, which would be great. And by the way, Grace Sharkey, get in here. You have the link. Get in here. I sent you the link.
She's probably working.
Whatever. She can get in here. Come on. Freight Sensei, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Do we have a winner yet? I don't know. Let's
I don't think so. I'm looking. I'm watching.
I don't know if we have a winner yet or not.
Keep going, folks. That tells us that Springfield isn't the answer. Neither is Peoria, probably, if we're not telling you it's the right answer.
Coleman's coming Springfield. Sam's going Peoria. I will say they're not correct.
Yeah, see, this is what happens, folks. Like, there's still opportunity for you to get that great swag.
They're not correct, but we are getting there. So the question again, everybody, is where am I originally from? And we're down to Kansas City or Des Moines. So, you know, we'll bring the choices down a little bit. Kansas City or Des Moines, let us know what you think about that. I'd like to talk about you for a minute, my friend.
Oh,
I'd like to talk about you. So not only did you recently have twins, which is crazy.
That's true.
You also have a podcast of your own, The Armchair Attorney, which is a blast.
Right. Yeah.
Grace, we can be done before that time. You can get on here. We'll get you in and out quickly.
We don't want that.
We'll get you in and out quickly. It's no big deal. But you've got a lot of things going on. I got to tell you one thing I've really enjoyed about your show. And everybody, if you're not watching Matt Leffler's show on Fridays, Armchair Attorney, which hopefully comes back in the new year. Absolutely. One thing that you came up with was the Daily Show concept of the correspondent.
Yes.
Which I think is great. And you've given me the chance to be a correspondent on the show. And man, I got to tell you, it's a blast. So I just want to say thank you for letting me be a part of your content and your show. It's a blast when we can get some things figured out. So a lot of fun to be on your show, a lot of fun to come up with some stupid fun content and all that. So thank you for that. And I have to say this, how has it been getting all of this gear from our friends in the industry? We've gotten stuff from Gabe at Rocket Shipping. You've got some word on the street stuff for the babies.
Brandon Wiseman from Truck Safe.
That's right. And Charlie Saffros, CS Recruiting, who was the first, by the way. Charlie Saffros was the first. We have to give her credit. Right. She was the first.
What I'll say is this industry is about relationships. It always has been about relationships. And what this digital technology allows you to do is to connect with people in ways you never could have done before. And what I'm so blessed with is that there are people that are following my story, following my journey, and they say, I want to be a part of it. I want you to have some stuff to know that we think about you and we care about you. And these twins, they don't have any concept of the amount of people that are thinking about them, praying for them, wishing good things for them. And when they get older and they see the pictures, or they see the stuff that they've had that is given to them, it's going to be really moving for them. And this has been one of the best parts of creating content and creating this community of people, because there are people that are rooting for you all across the world. And that's an amazing thing.
It is. And someday they're going to look back on their baby pictures and be like, what was CS Recruiting? What was that?
They'll know, because it'll be a publicly traded multinational.
That's
Charlie
true.
Saffro's taking this thing to the moon. These are brands that these will last. These companies will survive for the next 5 years or a decade. And where were you at that moment? You'll look back and say, I remember these kids. I know. Because this is what's going to be so exciting for me. This is the part that I really, really love.
It's so cool. It's so awesome. Okay. Hey, listen, we got a winner. We finally got a winner. We had some people who we were going to give second guesses. All right. So you got a chance. And the correct answer of where I actually grew up is Kansas City, Missouri. Actually, technically, it's a small town called Raytown, Missouri. That is where I actually grew up, but it's just outside of Kansas City. So go Chiefs. And I'm only 3.5 hours away from home over here in St. Louis. Congratulations, Coleman. You are the winner. In fact, we should just bring Coleman in. We can get him on the show. Congratulations, my friend. Welcome to the show. Let's go. I'm shocked. Because I'm a Chiefs fan, man. Like you had the Chiefs Raiders thing.
Oh, I know. So I was going to say Kansas City right off the bat, but then I was like, Springfield's close enough. Maybe you still have the ties there. And it just was too obvious. It was one of those where it's like, you think you know the right answer and you're just second guessing yourself.
It happens. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Oh, we're losing you.
Coleman is going down. He's
sorry. Everything is good here.
There you are. Now you're back. Your Raiders won last week. They got a shot this week, maybe.
Well, if they can't beat the Rams, I think we've got bigger issues. But they're still
playoffs are over. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I cannot believe they're still in the hunt, which absolutely blows my mind. But hey, I expect the worst, hope for the best.
All right, so let me put you on the spot real quick. I have to ask: are you going to go with a water bottle? Are you going to go with a coffee mug? You going to rock a T-shirt, maybe, or something else? What are you thinking about?
Wow.
Maybe one of those hashtag shirts. We got the hashtag shirts. We got a lot of stuff.
I was going to say, I'm a big coffee guy. I might have to rep one of those mugs, because that is going to be a staple in my mug family here. And I'm going to at least use it once a week and always rep the swag.
Are you going black or blue?
I'm a big black guy.
For the Raiders. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
With the Raiders, and
I should have known that.
If I have too much blue, it doesn't let my eyes stand out as much. So it's like, it can't clash.
All right, we'll get that black mug to you really soon, buddy. Thanks so much for being on the show. You've been a great guest. You're always fun to talk to on the show. You're supportive of what we're doing, and you've become a really dear friend, and I appreciate that, man. So thank you.
100%. I appreciate you and Matt. Obviously, everything that y'all have been doing, the network that you've created for not only yourselves but for us, us outsiders, is huge. So thank you all as well.
Yeah, man. We're good to talk to you, and we will see you really soon, my friend.
He's gone. He's out. He's done.
All right.
We have a highlight video, don't we, Trey? Is that what's happening next?
We do have a highlight video. So something fun that we did was we kind of went back through the last 100 episodes and we created a little bit of a highlight reel. And then we do have another person in the green room that we'll have to bring in afterwards. So hold tight, my friend. Can't wait to bring you back on. But let's go ahead and roll this highlight video from episodes 101 to 200. Enjoy. Oh, those are some good memories right there, man. That was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. That's all shirt you had on there. It was very nice. I had a good.
I had a nice shirt on. I did. I had my correspondent shirt on. That's right. I didn't wear it today. I figured it might be too much, but I do.
This
have
is your show.
the
Absolutely.
correspondent shirt. That's sure. All right, we got another guest, man. We got to bring him in.
Let's bring him in. Hey, Lance, how are you?
Lance Healy, what is up, my
Guys.
friend? How are you?
What's going on? Matt, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Best job in the world.
It is. I'm reminded of like my kids. I have older kids, 9 and 6, and I forgot these moments of their lives because it was all blurred. And I'm living it again, and there's a part of me that is dying inside every single moment, but there's a part of me that's so excited to enjoy these moments with these little babies that are entities inside my house.
Oh yeah, yeah. Small humans are amazing. So,
All right, so Lance, we got to talk about this real quick. You came on the show, and we did something for the first time, I think maybe in LinkedIn Live history, maybe. I don't know. We actually formed a band.
We did
on the show.
Live.
I mean, that's what we did. You know, I played a little guitar and you played some harmonica, and I still don't know exactly how it sounded. I listened to it one time and it was a little rough, but
yeah,
it's all right. Hard to get on beat.
It's okay. Okay, it's all right.
But that was a lot of fun, man.
Dude, congratulations. 200 episodes. I mean, that's a lot, and mad respect for the content, the interest, the community. I mean, it's just been wonderful, especially since COVID and everything else. It's just been nice to be able to connect and see people.
Well, I really appreciate that. And I'm telling you, it doesn't happen without people like you who are willing to say, yeah, I'll give, 45 minutes of my time to come on and tell a story and have a conversation. And, that's just been an absolute blast. But thank you for the support. I mean, I've known you for a while now on the trade show circuit, back at your Banyan days. Now you're over at Optum doing some really cool stuff. And, it's just been really, really fun to be a part of that journey, man. So thank you for the support and the friendship.
Yeah, man. Just staying on the jail. Here we go.
Another day above ground is a good day.
That's right. Got to do what you got to do. What is good over at Optum real quick? Let me give you a little chance to pitch Optum real quick for the fun.
Oh, no, yeah. It's, optimization is kind of the next, visibility was so pre-pandemic. Next thing is optimization and having things work together. That's what we do over there and exceptionally good at it. So, now starting to work some stuff for the 3PLs, but really it's just, we love just bringing people together. So anyway, I just want to come on and say thanks for all the work both you guys are doing and keep it up.
It's great to have you, man. I'm excited for what you guys doing at Optum. New technology is coming in the marketplace at the right time, and it's just awesome. So keep up the good work. And again, thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see you guys.
Take care, sir.
All right, we got to get
other stuff happening.
We do have other stuff happening. Yeah.
What we have another guest under here. I gotta bring her in. I just gotta do that. Right?
We do have another guest. In fact, she'd be the best person to ask the next question on the giveaway. We got one more question for giveaways, everybody. So don't go anywhere. We got that. So what's up, Charlie Saffro? 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row. My favorite.
So lucky.
I am a Charlie Saffro fanatic. How are you?
I am good. How are you? Is the question.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I slept so well. It's going right. It's going really good.
The real question, Matt, is what are the twins wearing today?
That's a
it changes
question,
every hour as they spit up or need new outfits. So as of this moment, I have no idea.
All right. That is yes, recruiting gear.
Oh,
Charlie,
absolutely.
Charlie, I have a question for you though. So yesterday you put a post out saying that you were wearing some comfy bottoms and some flip flops. Are we doing the same thing today, or are you fully dressed today? What's going on?
No, I got sweats and slippers again. You guys, actually, I'm all cash today, but
no, it looks great. Looks great. That's great. Well, thank you for being so. Charlie, listen, you're the answer to question 1 today, which was who was the guest host of episode 100. That was you. You were so kind to do that.
Yeah.
We're already at 200. It's crazy, and you've been a supporter from the show from day one. I really appreciate you and your friendship, and just the networking we've done, the people you've introduced me to. You introduced me to Nate Schutz and so many other great people, and I just thank you so much for that. It means a lot.
Well, I thank you. And I told you this before, but super impressed. 200 episodes. That is a huge commitment. The only thing I do every day is brush my teeth. So really impressed that you've been able to commit to this, and great guests, great conversation. Doesn't get old.
It's been a really fun journey. And again, I think, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The guests make it. The guests make the show. Nobody wants to hear me every day, but getting a chance to ask questions and talk to some amazing people. It's been a blessing for me, and hopefully a blessing to the audience. It's had a chance to tune in and check things out. Would you do us the honors of reading question 5? Because you, my friend, as a person who has like the most followers of just anybody in transportation, I think, and logistics, this is the question. Go ahead and read it off.
Okay. How many LinkedIn followers did Trey have when he started the podcast back in March? 2,300, 3,500, 5,200, or 6,100? Whatever it is, I hope it's doubled.
Yeah, we'll see kind of what people come up with, what the answers are. But this is our last giveaway, so go ahead and throw them out there. We did multiple choice this time to make it easy for everybody. Now you have like 43 or 44,000 followers. I don't want to do it, to miss the number. But when we met, you were only at like 25,000 or 30,000. Like it has really gone up pretty quickly in the last year or so that we've really been hanging out. Talk about like what that means to you to have followers that you're able to influence and just share insights and knowledge and share content to. Just talk a little about that journey for you.
Yeah. I mean, my first 8 or 10 years on LinkedIn, I was so focused on just connecting and building relationships and really recruiting on the platform. And about 2 years ago, right after COVID, I started speaking up and sharing my voice. And I think we all have that fear, like, am I going to come off narcissistic and the imposter syndrome? But what was amazing is when I started to provide a little glimpse behind the scenes, I got engagement and I got people reaching out and telling me I inspired them and I changed their outlook. And that's what's kept me motivated, is if I can put one thing out there a day that motivates just one person, then I did my job. So it's a commitment. I'm not going to lie. I really try to post 5 days a week minimum consistently. But I will say to anyone who's maybe nervous or apprehensive about posting and what should I post, you don't have to start with original content. Start by engaging. I think right now less than 2% of the LinkedIn audience actually posts content. So there's lots of room for growth, but you can get such a community surrounding and support just by engaging on other people's posts. And like Matt, I think that's how we met, is just through banter on someone else's post. And look what it's turned into.
Absolutely.
It's been awesome. So I think polls have really taken off on LinkedIn. What else has been a really big hit for you in terms of engagement? What types of content will help people out if they're thinking about what they want to create?
Well, the algorithm changes every day. So I'll tell you, from my point of view, videos are not hot right now. They kind of go on and off, but I'm not seeing a ton of engagement.
Oh, we need to turn this off then. Turn it off.
Exactly. Posting videos. People are loving the carousels, see like multiple images that kind of tell a story. But the truth of the matter is engagement is usually the best when you are posting something very simple. When you think about, you have your network, but if your message is going to reach beyond your network, it's got to be basic. And I don't discourage people from posting, you know, something that might be more vulnerable or more emotional. I do that all the time. And those posts don't get the engagement. So the way I think of it is, you know, I try and bookend them with some basic statements, some simple polls that everyone can comment on and engage with. And then, you know, my real content that means something to me is kind of in between those bookends.
Yeah, it's impressive. You do a great job. You've got a great strategy. Your content is always good. I stop and read just about everything that you put out when I have time to do it because it's so good. So keep up the good work. Thanks for encouraging people to do the same. We need more people to share their ideas and share their thoughts. That's when the community really is enlightened and enriched, and things just get better and better. So a lot of positivity in a stressful, you know, industry, especially, you know, so a lot of good things there. Okay, we have a winner. I think we have a winner here. All right. So the correct answer, the LinkedIn followers I had when I started the podcast, the correct answer is 3,500. And I am probably 20 away right now from 9,000. So it is almost triple, 2.5 times, which is pretty cool. And again, I'm just so thankful. Like when somebody clicks to follow, that means that they're actively just wanting to be a part of the community. And it's just really cool. And I'm so honored. And I got a long ways to go to catch up with you, my friend. But it's been a great journey. It's been a lot of fun. So the correct answer is 3,500. And the winner of that is none other than the Freight Sensei, Scott Watanabe. So Scott will be sending some swag, my friend. We'll reach out and get you some swag, which is awesome. So now, Charlie, I have to ask you about swag real quick before we let you go. You have sent some gear to Matthew, but I have not seen this gear floating around the internet. Are you going to create a swag store? Do you have a place where people can pick up some CS recruiting merchandise? What's the deal?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I mean, I definitely have some beta swag. I should have put it on today, but no, we kind of keep ours for the team. I mean, we started with the onesies when our team started growing and lots of babies, but I don't know.
You're going with the exclusive hard to get path.
I like that.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
items.
See, now people want it. Now people want to pick up the CS recruiting swag. So,
that's it. If we place you or do business with you, I'll make something happen.
Do you have something other than baby bibs and baby onesies?
We sure do.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna have to work out like a uniform swap or something, you know, a jersey swap of some sort. We got
lots of gear. I think the fan favorite on our team was a couple years ago. We gave our team like Snuggies, you know, yeah. So a lot of our meetings, everyone's all wrapped up in their Snuggies.
If you gave that to me, my wife would hijack it. So that's not going to work. I'll never get a chance to use that. So we'll have to talk through something else. But Charlie, thank you so much for the support. It is so good to have you in the network, have you as a friend. And you were on a great show yesterday with Brent Arsuga. That was fun. That was a great show.
It was fun. Yeah.
A lot of good content about the labor market. If you guys missed episode 199, go back and check it out on demand. It was awesome. But Charlie, thank you so much.
Congrats to you and see you guys later.
Appreciate it. We'll see you.
Bye.
She's on. She's out. We have to keep moving. We have a schedule.
She's so great. Holly Laboda, by the way, thank you. Holly was in there in the comments as well. Great to see you, Holly. Thanks for being a part of the show as well. She's been a guest. She's awesome. Luminaries Consulting up in Minnesota. Good stuff going on there. I'll tell you what, Matthew, this has been a fun journey and a fun episode, and I appreciate you being the guest host, but we're not quite done yet. We got a few things we got to finish up with.
The question we have, I think we've been alluding to this a little bit, is what's happening next? What's happening next?
What is happening next? Well, listen, this is the finale of 2022, everybody. So we're going to take some time off. We are going to enjoy the holidays. We're going to work on redesigning the set a little bit, redesigning the show, but maybe not the set. The set might stay a little bit because it's my background, but we'll redesign the show a little bit, the background for that. We're going to be looking at adding some new segments into the show. So we got the National Day now and the random question of the week, which we need to get to before we get on the show.
We do.
We're going to add some segments into the show. We're also going to move times.
We're moving times
to 2:00 p.m. Central Time into the afternoon next year, and we're going to change it from a daily show to twice a week. We're going to do Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, and there's some reasons for that. I think the biggest one is I love podcasting every day. It's been a blast. It's a lot of fun. But when I started the podcast, Matthew, I really didn't have a business. I started a company, but I didn't really have a lot of clients.
The marketing arm of the business. Now the business has clients.
Plenty of time. I had plenty of time to podcast, and now that we have clients that we're servicing, I want more time for the clients and more time for our team and more time to build up Beta Consulting Group. You know, we're helping companies move out of the realm of obscurity to becoming well-known and trusted brands in order to grow revenue. We start by really focusing on search engine optimization. We've got one of the best digital marketing strategists in the industry on our team. So we're excited about that, helping build brands, helping customers come up with mission, vision, and core values and how to use those, as well as creating content, managing their social media, as well as managing their Google Ads campaigns and creating video content. So that's what we're focusing on for our clients now, to really help them build their brand and tell their customer stories. And we just need a little more time to do that. I want to put more attention and effort into that in 2023. So we're going to limit the podcasting a little bit. We're still going to do Word on the Street on Fridays at noon. We're still going to do Iron Minds on Monday at 6 a.m. because that doesn't really affect my weekday schedule. And we may be coming up with a new show. I'm working on that right now, possibly like a Wednesday happy hour type of a show that's going to be really fun. We're working on some of that. So we're going to adjust the schedule a little bit, put a little bit more time into clients and into the team, and build up Beta Consulting Group in 2023.
That's phenomenal, man. Now we have this question, right? We have a question.
We have the random question of the day, and everybody can participate on this. So they can answer that. So the random question of the day today is, let's see if we can get it up on the screen there. Let's who's going to throw it up? Let's see if I can throw it up. The random question of the day.
I don't know.
We have too many banners today. That's kind of the thing. Okay. What was the See, this is the thing about the question. I never know if they're funny or serious or if they're really good or not. This one's a great question. I love this. What was the best thing before sliced bread? That's a fun phrase we have here in the States. I wonder if other countries have a saying like that. I wonder if other saying.
I hope to. I'd say either a fire or a tire or the wheel. Those are probably the two things I would go: fire or wheel.
Fire or the wheel. I think I'm going to go fire, because how much has come from fire in a good way? Being able to shape the wheel. Like, you don't have a metal wheel without fire, my friend. You really don't. So
meats, which are delicious.
But the question is, what was the best thing before sliced bread? Maybe the one right ahead of the time. And maybe it was the meat slicer to go with the sliced bread, the meat and cheese slicer. Maybe that. Which one came first? Did the bread slicer come first or the meat and cheese slicer come first? What do you think?
That's a good. They've been smoking meat for a while, so I'm going to think that they had the sliced meat before they had the sliced bread. You think
so? Because bread's been around quite a while. Bread's been around quite a while, my friend. We've had bread for a while.
This is breaking my mind. I don't know. I got no idea.
Holly says indoor plumbing. I like that. And Sam says Betty White.
That's pretty good too.
That's a good guess. Yeah, Holly says indoor plumbing. Holly, that's a good one too. Because can you imagine going outside to go to the bathroom like in the Midwest here in Chicago? Can you imagine having to go outside to go to the bathroom?
No, I wonder what year sliced bread came into being. I mean, I gotta imagine it was probably. They had breads like 10,000 years ago.
That. Yeah, someone Google that, because I'd like to know. But it's got to be in the last 100 years, I'd imagine.
You think
they've been slicing bread longer than that, but like cutting it manually. But when did the bread slicer?
No, I see the actual machine. I don't know. That's a good question.
But sliced bread's probably been around for a while. I mean, they've had to eat it. They haven't always just eaten it off of there or ripped it off.
My favorite thing for the best thing since anything is probably antibiotics. That's a really important one. Or pasteurization. Those are things that change the way we live. But
or formula. Different things that maybe help you right now. Diapers.
Oh man,
non-cloth diapers. That's a good thing.
I will say cloth diapers are very good as burp cloths. So I highly recommend people, if you don't want to get into the business of having your own diapers you're washing. 1928. Oh my God.
There you go, Holly. Thank you. The bread slicer in 1928. I like it. See, this is why we have the show and a great community. They help us out. We learn all kinds of stuff every day. That's great. I got to ask you one quick question before we turn this thing off.
Yeah.
What is your diaper bill these days? Or what do you anticipate it being after everybody stops giving you diapers? Because, that only lasts for so long.
No one's giving me diapers. I'll be honest.
No one's giving you diapers?
That's what people should be really sending
services?
me.
What is going on?
But what I'll say is about the diapers, we're going about anywhere from like 8 to maybe 12 per baby per day at this moment. So we see the reserves going pretty rapidly. It's all about just-in-time fulfillment. So we don't have any times where we don't have inventory on hand, but we have to be cognizant of the things that we need to make the thing keep going. And we had a scary moment yesterday, but we were able to Amazon some stuff and Target pickup. Oh man, it's amazing.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's funny because I did diapers for about 4 years, 4.5 years, something like that. Every day, changing diapers every day. I mean, you could do it in the dark. You could do it with your eyes closed. You could do it, just without even thinking about it. But now, Matthew, if you made me change a diaper, it would look so ridiculous. I've just forgotten how to do it. But you do it forever.
Riding a bike. Yeah. Come on down. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
Man, I don't know that it would be. It would look pretty awkward for a while. Especially someone else's kid, maybe, because your kid, you can throw them around. You don't care. But someone else's kid, you might be
so fragile. They seem so fragile.
They do. But they grow up fast, my friend. They grow up fast. Well, I guess we should probably turn this thing off. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you
Yeah.
for guest hosting. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. I'm a big fan, Trey. I mean, what I love about your positivity and your leadership in the space is that you have interesting things to share, and you bring in interesting people that share their experiences. So people can learn from what you do. People can get engaged. People can just get optimistic, because there's a lot of things in our world that are worth being depressed about, but you never have that weight on your shoulders. You always seem so positive and optimistic, and that's something that we absolutely need in 2022. 2023 and all the years following that.
I appreciate that. You know, there are those moments, don't get it wrong, people. I go through tough times emotionally and mentally, and life is hard. But my hope is that through the podcast, you guys have been entertained, educated, and inspired to be positive and to go out and win and continue getting better yourself. And I hope that you've enjoyed that. Looking forward to more episodes in the future. And again, thanks for supporting Standing Out, a podcast, not a daily, a podcast now about sales, marketing, and leadership. See you guys soon.
We got it. We did it. And then someone hits the button and then it goes off.
Supposed to turn this off, or there's a screen that comes up. I don't
Just keep going.